Hi everybody. As you can see, there's a pretty marked difference from yesterday. There was a lot of good things that happened yesterday. I got out again, as I said, but there were a lot of really terrible things that happened too. Um, I won't go into some of those, but the biggest thing is that we found out that a very dear friend of ours passed away. He was very sick, and he was a big guy. He was big like me, and he ended up having some complications from that. He went to the hospital once for it, and then he went home, and they the point is that he was very sick, and he wouldn't go to the doctor, and he should have gone. He should have gone, and it hurts. It hurts a lot. I actually had another video that I was recording, and my phone, I killed my phone doing it. So Nathan is doing it on his. Say hello, Nathan.
Hello.
Um, Kira and Nathan are both devastated because Nathan has known him. He was a close friend. Um, he didn't get to see him very often because of life, but they've known each other for 13 years, and this is the first friend that he's ever lost like this. Kira is 11 years old, and they were best buddies. They watched It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia together. They would sing the Nightman song together and do the Nelson laugh from Simpsons to each other. She would go over to his apartment, and he would help her with her homework. And he was the only person that could really help her with her homework because I didn't understand what she needed me to do, and it just was not good. But he loved her. She loved him. He wanted to adopt her. He said, "Let me have Kira. I'll pay you for her." Of course, we wouldn't ever. She's my angel. But he loved Supernatural. He loved Supernatural. He named his dog that he had Cass after Castiel. He had all the pop figures. He was so happy because he had recently gotten Charlie. It was the last one he needed for all of them. The first time that I ever even heard anything about him, Nathan asked me to burn him a copy of. We had a lot of the songs that they feature in the show. Renegade, Wanted Dead or Alive, Rock of Ages, just all of the songs. Great soundtrack, great Southern rock soundtrack. A lot of meaningful songs. So I burned that for him. And he would call or message, and he actually lived with us for a little while. He didn't have anywhere to go for a few months. I say a couple whenever I mean a few. But he was with us for quite a while. He slept on my couch. And we would watch Supernatural together and talk about it and talk about who we loved. And he loved Dean. Oh, he loved Dean. He wanted to be Dean. But he really loved Castiel, and he loved Sammy. Talked about Sammy. Sam's pop figure was actually the first pop figure that he got. And he's like, now I got to get Dean. Can't have Sam without Dean. And he was really looking for Cass, but they didn't have Cass at that time. But he loved his pop figures, his Supernatural pop figures, and he loved Supernatural. We would talk about the show. We would talk about what happened and our theories of it, and just go over the whole series. Every time we would have the conversation, we would go back over and talk about it and discuss it. Supernatural was our family. And he was our family. So listen to Supernatural today. Listen to Carry On My Wayward Son by Kansas. And think about the fact that he's laid his weary head to rest. There'll be heaven waiting there for him. And remember that when you need help, whether it's depression or sickness or money or food or a place to stay, reach out to somebody. Or if you see somebody that you care about and you know that they need to do something and they're not going to do it, whenever it comes to saving them, don't do nothing. Because there's a lot of things I regret. The fact that I didn't go and see him for a while because I didn't leave my house. I wasn't well and he wasn't well. The fact that, you know, his other friends told him, they begged him to go to the doctor, and we told him over and over, please go to the doctor about your leg. Please go to the doctor about your leg. And he is like, I'm fine, it'll be okay. Don't worry about it. I'm fine. It'll be okay. Don't worry about it. And, you know, because when they're gone, all you can think about is the things left undone, the words left unsaid, what you could have done, how you could have changed it. And you don't want to have regrets. What we need to do is to celebrate and memorialize their memory and their life. And what a good person he was. Rob was, all the kids in the neighborhood went over there. Everybody had him babysit. He babysat a lot of kids. He was just wonderful. And he would have been an amazing father. And he would have been a good husband to somebody. Because he helped us out. Whenever we needed help, he would, sad to say, he would buy cigarettes sometimes, or he'd let us have a cigarette if we needed any. He sent over snacks for the girls. There are times whenever we didn't have money for food, and he would take stuff out of his freezer and his refrigerator and give it to us. And that's the kind of person that he was. He would give things to people, and he would take care of people, and he loved people, and he loved kids. And we're going to miss him, and the world is much smaller. And like Bobby Singer said, family don't end in blood. And he was my family. So, take care of the people that you love. Reach out. I had a friend on my last post that said, you know, that I was brave and that he struggled with depression, but he was afraid to tell anybody. Don't ever be afraid to tell anybody about what you're feeling or what you need. Because life is meant to be lived. Thank y'all, and I'll see you tomorrow.